I was doing nothing but telling the truth. I heard her say it, and I repeated it. I'm grown, and I do what I want. You know who I am. I'm Jackie Christie. That ain't gonna change.
Imagine waking up one morning and realizing the child you loved, raised, protected, and stood by for 20 years was never yours. Now, imagine learning the man who knew the truth from the beginning wasn't a stranger, but someone you trusted, your own teammate. That is exactly the nightmare Doug Christie walked into, and nothing could have prepared him for how deeply this betrayal went. This entire situation began with something small, just a feeling Doug couldn't shake. Something in his spirit kept whispering that something was off. Instead of making noise or creating a scene, Doug did what many wouldn't expect. He stayed quiet. He didn't accuse Jackie, he didn't question Chantel, he didn't talk to friends or family. He moved privately, choosing silence over confrontation.
One of these lunatic, jughead, simple bitches had the audacity to say what?
That you were caught prostituting some back in 1987 or something back in the day.
Ask me, and I'll tell you no. I done a lot, okay? But if prostitution ain't.
Doug ordered a DNA test through a third-party lab, hoping it would calm his fears. Instead, it shattered everything. The results came back with a brutal conclusion: 0% match. No biological connection to the daughter he had loved since the day she was born. Nothing that tied them together by blood. That alone was enough to break most people, but Doug didn't react the way many expected. He didn't cry, he didn't lose control, he didn't collapse under the pain. He went into strategy mode. Even though the results were clear, Doug wanted absolute certainty. He needed every question erased, every doubt answered. So he ordered a second DNA test, this time including not only his own sample, but another carefully gathered sample connected to his former teammate, Chris Webber. When the results returned, they didn't just hurt, they cut with precision.
You're right, but you better keep your ass in that seat, tramp. That's what you better do. You're right, Dumbo ears. Yeah, I got a lot of husbands about these ears. Get a husband. That 48-year-old been working. You're right.
Retire.
99.998% match. Chantel wasn't Doug's child. She was Chris Webber's daughter. This discovery didn't explode loudly. It sliced quietly, destroying 2 decades of trust with the force of a single piece of paper. Everything Doug had built, his reputation as the loyal husband, the dedicated father, the stable presence behind a family admired on television, cracked instantly. Still, Doug said nothing on social media. He didn't rant, he didn't try to shame anyone publicly, he didn't seek sympathy. Instead, behind the scenes, a silence that had lasted 20 years finally broke. Lies buried deep began to rise, and the image Jackie Christie had crafted over the years started falling apart. Doug did only one thing.
It's disgusting. It's disgusting. It makes me sick.
She said a lot of things that actually hurt my feelings as a mom.
He filed a lawsuit. Doug wanted Chris Webber legally added to Chantel's birth certificate. Just when everyone thought Jackie had reached the lowest point, things dropped even further. Court documents revealed something even more disturbing. Jackie allegedly attempted to pay Chantel to stay silent. According to the records, Jackie left a handwritten note and $15,000 in cash inside a manila envelope at Chantel's doorstep. But Jackie miscalculated her daughter's strength. Instead of hiding the truth, Chantel handed the entire envelope to Doug's lawyers. The note contained a plea begging Chantel to protect the family image and remain quiet about the truth. Within hours, Doug's legal team issued a cease and desist letter. The attempted bribe was documented, sealed, and submitted to the court. Witness tampering. In one desperate act, Jackie had crossed the line from deception into potential criminal behavior. Soon after, the depositions began, and they were brutal. Doug's testimony wasn't loud or emotional, but his words cut deeper than any outburst could. When asked why he stayed silent for so long, he simply said, "I was shielding a lie, not a woman." That sentence froze the room. It revealed a man who had spent years carrying a burden no one knew existed. Doug explained he once had suspicions about the timeline, the interactions between Jackie and Chris, and the small inconsistencies that didn't feel right. But he stayed, believing in the family he thought he was protecting. Jackie's deposition took a different turn. She entered confidently, but the pressure cracked her calm quickly. When questioned, Jackie admitted she always felt Doug might not be the biological father. Instead of telling the truth, she said she was emotional and made a quick decision to list Doug on the birth certificate. That quick decision lasted 20 years. The room grew tense when she was asked directly about the $15,000. Jackie insisted it wasn't a bribe, only help, but the handwritten note contradicted her. Her legal team appeared unprepared. Then, Chris Webber's turn came. He had stayed quiet throughout the ordeal, but under oath, he finally acknowledged that he knew there was always a possibility he was Chantel's father. He admitted he never took a DNA test because it was easier to stay silent and let things continue as they were. His exact words were, "I thought stepping aside was the right thing at the time. I regret not stepping up sooner." With 3 different perspectives, the courtroom became the center of heartbreak, betrayal, and long-buried secrets. Evidence kept pouring in: text messages, emails, timelines, financial trails, building a mountain of proof that couldn't be ignored. Outside the courtroom, the fallout was massive. Jackie's public image collapsed almost overnight. For years, she built her brand as a bold wife, a businesswoman, and a reality star who spoke her mind. But now, the companies that once supported her began cutting ties. A skincare company removed her from their campaigns. A fashion sponsor erased her from their pages. Her relationship podcast was canceled entirely. Her co-host cited ethical concerns. Her real estate firm suspended her license pending internal review. VH1 paused the syndication of Basketball Wives episodes featuring her. Her career didn't just stumble, it fell apart piece by piece. But in the middle of the chaos, someone else decided to take back her power. Chantel quietly filed paperwork to legally change her last name. She didn't make a video or release a statement. She didn't drag anyone online. She simply made a choice to start over. The petition cited emotional harm and the need to rebuild her identity. In a leaked therapy interview, Chantel shared a short but powerful truth. "I don't hate either of them. I just need to figure out who I am without their lies." She had spent her life unknowingly trapped in a story written by someone else. Now, she was finally stepping out of that shadow. After the DNA results were verified and the lawsuit went public, Doug's legal team held a press conference announcing something groundbreaking. They weren't just fighting for Doug. They were pushing the court to recognize paternity fraud as an official civil offense. Right now, most states treat paternity fraud as a minor issue in family court, with few consequences for the person who lies. If Doug wins on the grounds of identity manipulation and long-term fraud, this case could set legal precedent across the country. Almost immediately, advocacy groups, legal experts, and former athletes began supporting Doug's fight. The phrase "justice for Doug" started trending within 48 hours. For many men, this case represented something they never had before: proof that the system could finally hold someone accountable for deception that destroys families and drains finances. This wasn't just about money. Doug's case argued that his personal identity was used without consent for years, giving the situation similarities to identity theft. If he succeeds, thousands of future cases could change forever. Meanwhile, Jackie faces even more trouble. Investigators are now reviewing her paperwork, including the original birth certificate. If it's proven she knowingly falsified legal documents, the situation could shift from civil issues to criminal charges like forgery, perjury, and obstruction. Behind the scenes, networks and streaming platforms are already expressing interest. A trial this dramatic, emotional, and legally complex could easily become one of the most watched courtroom events in years. Chris Webber's camp is reportedly trying to settle privately, but with the public watching so closely, that option may no longer be possible. Doug has remained calm throughout the ordeal. No interviews, no rants, only one short statement. "This isn't about revenge. It's about the truth I was never given." And now, the world is watching, because the truth didn't just come out. The truth filed for damages. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more updates, more truth, and more real conversations. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see y'all in the next video.